A lot of people think maybe you were poor, maybe you had heartbreaks, or you're disheartened, then only you take the path of spirituality.
Yes. Was it easy for you, leaving the materialistic world?
Brahma Kumaris doesn't say don't use a good car. Brahma Kumaris say first, your foundation should be values. We've got about 9,000 centers in 133 countries. In the 60s, meditation was just a fashion.
One of your big renowned speakers is coming to Africa now after a few days.
Yes.
Shivani ji.
And people expect to see a vision, to float or to fly.
Yes.
Which I tell them, please don't even expect that. Yeah? And so one God, you call it whatever you want, but connect and receive the power.
One of the sole purposes of Brahma Kumari Center across the world is making this world a better place. And one of the greatest teachings they do is meditation. Today, we are at Brahma Kumari Center, Kenya, where Sister Pratibha is going to explain us how to meditate. And yes, she has given around 50 years of her life to this institution. Today, we are going to find out more about her life and the institution with me, Shubhrika, on SJLive.
Born in Zambia, Sister Pratibha encountered the Brahma Kumaris at a very young age. With 50 years of dedication to the Brahma Kumaris, she fully joined the organization just after completing her school studies. She is trained in India for a year and has since been based in Kenya and serving Africa and around the world. Currently, she is the Assistant Regional Director and the Permanent Representative to UNEP and the United Nations Economic Council for Africa as well.
Om Shanti. Relax. Sit up straight and regulate your breathing. Slow and soft. Let the sound around you fade and step within with your mind and intellect. Look for a quiet space within yourself and just be there. Just feel the silence. Feel the calmness, the lightness, and the power. I'm not this physical body of chemicals and particles. I am a spiritual being. I'm a soul situated in my center of the forehead. Just sit and connect with your inner self. I am a soul with three faculties: the mind to think, the intellect to give judgment, and the result of your own actions is the tendencies, sanskaras, habit, and nature. I am a peaceful being, a loving being. Let us now return to this room and this body and share that lightness and that peace with the people around us and the world. Om Shanti. Shubhrika, you can slowly open your eyes.
Sister Pratibha, it is a lovely experience to meditate And Brahmakumari Center's sole purpose is meditation. I must say that coming here and doing this small meditation with you has really helped me a lot to understand what the process is and how correctly can it be done. So, Sister Pratibha, you have been in this institution, you have given your life, I must say. Last 50 years. 50 years is not a short period of time. It's such a long period of your life you have given to this institution. What is the reason behind it? What motivates you? What inspired you?
I was born in Zambia, brought up in Zimbabwe, and living in Kenya for 46 years. I was born in a Gujarati Hindu family, but not practicing so much.
Okay.
Educated in a convent school and exposed to a Western materialistic world. I was standing on a crossroads where I was asking, what is the purpose of life? In a very young age. I met the Brahma Kumaris, and what attracted me was their simplicity and their purity. And I felt, I wish I can become like this. A lot of people think maybe you are poor, maybe you had heartbreaks, or you're disheartened, then only you take the path of spirituality.
Yes.
For me, there is nothing like that. It's a full-fledged life, and I decided this is going to be my life. And I'm enjoying every second and every breath of my spiritual journey for the last 50 years.
At what age did it inspire you?
Actually, I met the Brahma Kumaris at the age of 13.
13, yeah.
I was in high school.
Oh.
So I finished my education. I did business studies, diploma, and then I decided to go full time. Till then, I was the student of the Brahma Kumaris. So I used to go for my regular lessons and all that, being at home and studying. But then I went, after my studies, I went to India for my training for 1 year. And then I became a Brahma Kumari, a sister.
Was it easy for you, leaving the materialistic world? Did you ever think of going back to the same world?
Interesting. It wasn't easy. I'll be very honest. I was born and brought up in Africa with a lot of luxury. The Brahma Kumaris in those days, in the 70s, had very simple standard. The centers were simple, the lifestyle was simple. I did never felt in all these years I want to go back. But there was a cultural shock because the institution was only exposed to India and not out of India.
Yes.
So I did have challenges, but compared to what I received in life, that was nothing much. And I carried on by telling myself, Pratibha, this is just for a short time. Everything will be fine. And here I am today.
So your family is here? Do they meet you? Do they see?
Yeah. My family is in Zimbabwe, in Harare. My father is late, but my mother is there, my brothers and the family, my sister. And yes, we meet in our travels here and there. They come here, I go home. So Brahma Kumaris doesn't restrict us in that.
Yeah, that's the main thing I wanted to understand. Because, when people say they are taking a spiritual path, they feel that maybe, at some point they'll have to leave their families. They'll not be even allowed to see them or understand their sorrows, their happiness, experience it. And they'll be away from their world, which is not true.
Not true, not at all.
Yes.
In Brahma Kumari's life, you do not leave your regular job and work, your social life, and of course your faith. Whatever faith you have, even if you're an atheist, that's fine too. You don't need to feel guilty about it. But, we serve mankind. As you mentioned earlier, meditation is our sole subject, but we are actually serving humanity for a better life. And in that, if I can connect with the world and share with them, why not my family? So family is also part of it. And so we do not leave the family, But it's just that we have a disciplined life in the center.
Yeah.
We call it a center.
I think it's more or less the way of life.
Exactly,
yeah?
yes.
I mean, meditation must be included in your daily lifestyle,
Yes,
and that's
yes.
what exactly Brahmakumari teaches us. So, you know, after giving so many years to this institution, and you know, leaving all the materialistic pleasures and understanding what actually the world is, you have actually you know, seen the world. I must say, you keep on doing international visits for the institution. What do you think, what actually world needs most importantly at this moment of time?
Yes, a couple of years ago we did a very interesting project. Your vision for a better world. And a lot of simple people put their visions on a letter, write to God, that God, can I have a Mercedes or a big mansion? You know, something like that.
Yeah.
Very materialistic.
Yeah.
But when you go near to that or you receive it, then you realize this is not the answer to my life. So the materialistic world is like a mirage. You know, you run after it, you follow, but when you reach there, it's an empty world. Materialistic world can be with us, but the foundation has to be spiritual. Then you can wish for whatever you want. So your foundation is very strong. Brahma Kumaris doesn't say don't use a good car or a good house or good food. Brahma Kumaris say first, your foundation should be values, divine values, moral values, spiritual values, and then build up your dreams on that. And it will be very successful.
Yes, makes sense, because you know, there are so many ways to achieve the materialistic life, and if you achieve that with wrong, you know, wrong ways,
yes,
it's of no use. Yeah, absolutely correct. And you know, Brahma Kumari Center has been doing a lot. There's so many people. In fact, I saw not only Indians, not only people of Asian origin, even the Kenyans and Africans understand now and follow the path of spirituality a lot. So what do you have to say to those people who feel that meditation is really a tough task and it's not their cup of tea?
So Brahma Kumaris is open to all, irrespective of color, nationality, gender, religion. You know, everybody is free to come and take benefit from the Brahma Kumaris. We've got about 9,000 centers in 133 countries.
Oh, that's a big number.
So you've seen Kenyans because we're in Kenya. You will see Chinese in China. You will see Russians in Russia. You will see you know, Islamic in an Islamic country. So it's open to all. The name is Brahma Kumari because the founder gave all the administration to women. It's one of the largest women administrated organizations. But that doesn't mean only women take benefit through it. Women, men, young, old, everybody is free to take benefit from it. Now, when we talk about, sorry, what was your question lastly?
I was just asking that, you know, there's so many people around the world who feel that meditation is not their cup of tea.
Right.
So, what do you have to say?
Actually, you know what I've noticed in the 60s, meditation was just a fashion. You know, people were just trying to bring it into their life. But after that, now it's a necessity. Going through the situation of the world, look at the stressful life, the, you know, challenges, and so we need it. We definitely need it. But a lot of people think that meditation is very difficult. When I started using a computer, I thought it was very difficult. I didn't feel like even touching the mouse because in those days it was mouse.
True.
But once I did it, it's like, you know, you just shut your eyes and you start working. Similarly, driving, you know, the same thing.
Yes.
When my mother was rolling roti, chapati, I used to think it was like, how can we do it, you know? But we can do it, you see.
True.
So meditation also needs a little bit of guidance. And that's what the Brahma Kumaris do worldwide. We've got courses. It's 3 days crash course. We have 7 days lessons, 1 hour a day. And if you go step by step by step, you can perfectly meditate. There's no problem.
Okay, so yeah, I mean, if you do something, you should do it in a better way, in the right way.
Exactly.
And yeah, it's a fantastic experience coming and learning here the meditation. And I know that one of your big renowned speakers is coming to Africa now after a few days.
Yes.
Shivani ji. So what are the special preparations you are doing for her?
Yeah, actually, she's coming for a program which is on invitation basis. Name is Future of Power. But then otherwise, we're also organizing programs for Shivani to share with the people of Kenya and many other African countries, namely Zimbabwe, South Africa, Nigeria, Benin, all these places. And so if anybody wants to take benefit from that visit, they're most welcome to get information from the Brahmakumari Center in Westlands.
You also run so many meditation programs.
Yes.
How has your experience been? Is it easy for people to get into that spiritual path? Are they easily coming and understanding its importance, or sometimes you have to convince them?
Yes, we definitely have to convince them. We have 4 main stages in meditation.
Okay.
And people expect to see a vision, to float or to fly.
Yes.
Which I tell them, please don't even expect that. Yeah. It's like, if you're going to do flying, you have to go through kindergarten, primary, secondary, university, and then flying.
Yeah.
You see? Similarly, in meditation, we have first stage initiation. Then it's meditation to connect, concentration, and realization. And when we start with a group, they all start together, but some are from 1 stage to the 3rd stage or 4th stage in just 10 months. And the others are stuck there for 10 years. So I always say, one is to be punctual, regular, and determination. That takes you through. It's not academic, but this takes you through, and you can definitely meditate. Yes. It's not so difficult. That's why our technique is called Easy Raja Yoga.
Okay. What exactly is Raj Yoga? There are so many types of yogas.
Yes. There are many types of yoga. Some are Hatha Yoga, breathing exercises, pranayama. So this is Raja Yoga. And Raja simply means master, king, sovereign. And the real pronunciation of yoga is jog. Jog means to connect or to join or to have union. So self's connection with the self, where I create that harmony between my heart, that is my emotions, and my intellect, which is my logic. And I have that harmony, so I'm connected and I start understanding myself, and then self's connection with the ultimate. And a lot of human beings feel, which God? Hindu God, Christian God, Islam God? God is only one. It's just different names. And so one God, you call it whatever you want, but connect and receive the power.
And for that you need meditation.
Yes.
Okay. Yes. So now, in fact, I didn't know that pranayama is different, Raj Yoga is different, and all these kind of yogas are different. But yes, if whatever process I think you follow, it's all about how much involved you can be in that process and how deeply you get connected to the your own soul.
When we talk about involvement and to go deep, a lot of people misunderstand it. They think we have to leave everything, renounce, and just go deep diving inside. It's not true. It's actually part of life. You do so many things in a day, in life. Just add this ingredient to your life. Start your day with meditation and end your day with meditation. And you will see your life becomes so positive and powerful.
Okay. You have been associated with the institution for 50 years now, which is actually a pretty long time. That means you have meditated for so long, and you have given your so many hours into this process. What do you feel that how far has it helped you, and how far can it help people to get that peace of mind which they're actually looking for?
If I see back 50 years, I feel it's like somebody asking you, how do you feel when you can breathe? If somebody suffocates you, that's not the regular life, isn't it?
True.
Free breathing is the real life here on planet Earth. I feel exactly like that. In the materialistic world, just limited world, I felt I was suffocating. Although I had everything I wanted around me. My parents were there, full-fledged family, my siblings, all the facility. But I still felt something was missing. When I got this, and a lot of people joke with me, were you born into the Brahma Kumaris? No, I was 13. But at the age of 13 also, I had so much of insight of spirituality. And all the pieces of jigsaw puzzle came together and made my life very beautiful. I cannot think of my life without spirituality and meditation. And it's benefited me so much in relationships with my body, my mind, everything I do, everything, even in my studies, because it's a lot of clarity you receive, and so your decision making is very positive.
Yeah. So how is your routine as such?
Yeah.
How do you start your day?
Yes.
What do you do in the course of the day?
In Nairobi, we have a little bit of a different routine, but otherwise worldwide, the Brahma Kumaris routine is we wake up at 3:30 in the morning, and then we freshen up a little bit, and we go for meditation. That's what we do here also. But others want to wake up at 2 o'clock, 2:30. That is a choice. It's optional. And then 4 to 4:45, we conduct meditation and we do meditation. It's the most powerful time of the day.
Okay.
We fill ourselves up. We recharge ourselves up. And then we have a regular talk. We call that Murli. And after that, we open up to the people. So we get courses, people come for trainings, individual ones, group courses. And then we also are invited outside, like universities, ladies club, youth club, hospitals, prisons, wherever human beings are. We go there and we inspire and give motivational talks. And, we want to help human beings in their day-to-day life to have a balance of materialistic life and spiritual life. And that's what we are there for. So the whole day goes into that. The Brahma Kumaris is also affiliated to United Nations with a general consultative status. And we have permanent representation at UNEP also. Okay. So we go to conferences. Of course, the UN looks at the world problems and its solutions, politically, socially, economically, sustainable, but not be noticing the spiritual side of the world problem and its solution. So we share that. We run workshops, programs. So we're quite busy, universities, schools. So the whole day goes in that. So Brahma Kumaris is also quite active with environment because that's a very serious and urgent subject now, planet Earth.
It is.
And so yes, whole day we are busy with that. In the evening we have special meditation from 7 to 7:30 and we end of a day. And then we do our personal work because we've got kitchen work, to run the family. We have, family means the Brahma Kumaris. We have visitors from around the world and all that, yes. And we end of the day.
As a common person, sometimes, and I felt it and I have experienced it in my life as well. When you're a child, your family is there, your parents are there, were there to teach you the importance of meditation. But now, when you come in touch of the external world, you can say, and that stressful environment, that competitive environment, and there's so many people who are trying to maybe sometimes pull you down, sometimes not giving the help you require. And especially basically in this stressful world, when you don't achieve what you need or what you want or what you aspire for, sometimes you start losing that faith. What the person must do at that moment
Yes,
of time.
we're trying to achieve whatever we are, extrovert. We are trying to get extrovert skills and, values and all that. We always train people in, extrovert skills and innate values. So if I step within, I've got so much of treasures hidden in me, the values. And if I start working with those values, then I will attract beautiful things in my life. So it's not like, stepping on someone's toe, snatching, pushing, pulling. That's what the world is actually doing. But I have the ability and I have the treasures. Let me regularly visit that space within me. And then I will tap and it will come out and I will have opportunities in life.
Yeah, that's a very good answer. I have tried to understand it,
Yes.
but I think you have explained me in one of the best ways possible. So, when you meditate, this spiritual path actually tells you that how you can achieve whatever you want in a better and easier way, rather than just struggling outside and leaving this aside. So, thank you so much, Sister Pratibha, for your time. And thank you so much for explaining me how to do meditation. I'm very sure I'm going to visit you regularly now to understand the process better and deeply. And all the best for all your future ventures.
Thank you so much, Shubhrika.
Yeah.
It was very nice because this is one tool which takes the message across the country and the world and inspires a lot of people.
Yeah.
So we're using this media tool in a very positive manner. Thank you.
Thank you so much.